You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy volt your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva.
Welcome back, Miss Brooke. Are you back from the dead?
You know, that non-COVID plague I just had was, it knocked me back a peg. Let's just say that. I fully believe that as an adult, you should never get things like ear infections or the same type of colds kids get because we've lived that. That's not fair. It's just not fair.
There is a reason I do not hug and do not swap saliva and do not touch germy people. Just don't do it.
It was worth it to hug all my people. It was worth it. And you know what? It was my body telling me, you need a break. Because then we traveled all week last week, all of us. And then I class after, travel. We had a guest in the region who was phenomenal. Shout out to Chris Orsini, Southwest Florida region, Leverage Strong. And so there was just a lot, and it was probably triple the amount of what I do. And I think my body was just like, no more, take care of yourself. You're not going to stop. We're going to make you stop.
Yeah, no, I know. I've been fortunate. I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to keep my balanced body balanced.
Well, it was fun last week, though. I picked today's topic because I got a lot of the same questions last week about this very topic, which is marketing as an agent, not prospecting, marketing, which is two different things. What's the difference between marketing and prospecting?
Prospecting is, we relate it to you go fishing, you have a singular fishing pole and you're just going after one person at a time. The marketing is you throw that fishing net out there and you see who you catch.
I call it spaghetti. Like it's the old cook throwing the spaghetti on the wall to see what works. But I'm going to tell you guys now, there's a secret in New England and we've already got the recipe that works. And I came from marketing and PR world before IT and I fell in love with it. I was telling Tiffany, the book I have, it's disgusting. Like it's yellow from how old it is, but everything in this book, it's called the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, is still relevant to this day. They don't go away. And one of the things that agents say to me often is, well, nobody responds to me on Facebook. Nobody responds on my comments, no comments, no posts, no shares. And the first thing I ask is, well, did you ask them to?
Right?
We don't tell people what to do, even in social media. They're not going to do it. So this week is all about giving yourself a little grace in it, but we gotta stick with one thing. So do you want to hit us with our affirmation?
So our affirmation is you give people a reason to come back.
You do. And that means, and this is a hard thing, and I've said it before, but it's got to be 80% not real estate on your business page.
Well, and my philosophy before this was even a thing and before we met, it was like 10 personal posts, 2 business posts, 10 personal posts, 2 business posts. Because if you're not personal, they have to like you and want to do business with you.
We have to give them a reason to do business, and people do business with people they like. Simon Sinek has said that, but that is just like I'm not going to go into a real estate transaction with somebody I can't freaking stand. Right? This is a big purchase. This is a stressful situation. And if I don't love trust, I want to be BFFs with my realtor the rest of my life, I'm out. And a lot of people feel that way. This is not just transactional. This is a relationship for life. And we are more than people that just sell homes. Realtors have the best networks. Yep. You need the best plumber, they got you. Roofing, people in town, best restaurants. They know everyone. They're a gold mine of resources. And that's one of the ways where we can really tap into marketing those things. And in this book, I think it's Law 16, the law of singularity. In each situation, only one move will produce substantial results. And we're in that shift.
Mm-hmm.
what worked last time isn't going to work this time necessarily. And the two things actually, people seem to think that the best way to grow is the puppy approach. Get into everything. And it's not. It's one thing. And I've noticed this huge trend. People are coming to me and saying my Facebook ads aren't working anymore. There's less fish in the pool. So then I'm looking at their business Facebooks and the people who are having their ads where there's no clicks, there's no leads. Their Facebook business pages are all real estate. There is nothing else to pull the person in as and get excited about working with that person or giving up the information. And what we know is that agents keep trying a million things instead of focusing on one or two things, measuring them over time. What's your magic number for trying something?
You got to do it at least 8 times, 6 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, and my biggest point, this is where you have to slow down. Is like stop throwing marketing spaghetti at the wall is like what you came to this call with. And I agree, right? You have to slow down. What is the plan? What is the vision? What do you desire to get out of it? Right. I was at church yesterday and we were talking about great questions, and somebody pointed me out and was like, you always ask great questions. I've been conditioned to ask great questions, right? So is your marketing asking great questions?
The other thing is agents get into this perfection paralysis. It's not my brand. You don't have a brand yet. Honestly, until you're years and years into this, it takes a long time to build brand. It took me a long time to build my brand, years in the making. And
I would argue, even though you built that brand, they still buy you more than they buy your brand.
Right. Just because my brand is also my name in my stuff. But I am not just my brand. I'm a human being on all things that I do. Everything I do in my nerd world is to make us more human more often. Whoops, where'd the blur go? Why is my camera doing that? That's how my brain feels this morning. But one of the things we do in New England is we give our agents the social media they need to be engaging, human, funny, educational, humorous, and we track it. And we know it works. We track it through the hashtags we put out, but we literally make it plug and play for our agents, because you will sit there and maybe you're not a graphics person and you'll get that paralysis where you're like, I don't like the colors, or maybe I wouldn't say that. Great. Switch up a few words. There's very rarely any words on the image itself. It's the caption. But I tell you, keep those hashtags in, because the majority of people, when they're searching, that's the new keyword. We want it to hit a certain way, and we want it to hit a certain demographic different than your own people. We're trying to build you up organically with new followers and new community and fresh meat in there. So that way you do start getting those comments and likes. But we, like Tiffany said, we've got to start slow to go fast. And it starts with being consistent. You've got the tools. Whether you're with KW or not, use command to schedule your posts. And if you're not, Meta and Facebook let you schedule out posts. Mm-hmm. It's not as great as having it all in one place, but the ability is there. And you just gotta do it, and you've got to be consistent. That's why we give you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday posts, so that you guys can work on your own market minutes or numbers for a Monday. And then your open houses, under contract, happy clients the rest of the time. There's your 20%.
Great. And let's just say there's 7 days in a week, right? When you talk about consistency, is Sunday your Sunday fun day, where you just share something great to do? It's winter in New England. People are craving things to do. I am not an outdoor winter sports person. Yuck, not me. But talk to me about getting under a blanket and reading a great book, or playing a great board game, or doing a great puzzle, right? So what is your Sunday fun day? What do you share on Saturday? Like Saturday, you could share tips on great ways to update, improve on your house, put together a calendar for chores, right?
Yeah, better heat. How do you keep heat in your house?
Yeah. Monday through Friday, you've done a great job. Tuesday, what is it? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's usually something educating. It's always a little funny. And then on Thursdays, it's always a this or that. And it helps people vote, and those light up.
Yeah.
And I've had newer agents say to me, those are dumb. Nobody's going to respond to those. And I said, well, let me show you how they do, young friend, because we can't be everything in our businesses at once, but we have to be. But if marketing and imagery, that's not your 20%, it's lead gen.
Yep.
And marketing is what's just going to help push your image along and build your brand and build your community. 2023, we have to be more concerned about community than anything else.
Well, the world is craving community.
I am. I know you're at a distance, your community, right? Like you have your community when you want it. But yeah, I need my community.
Yep. Yeah. And people like me, like introvert, extrovert, right? Like I have my inner circles. I have my 5 levels of circles. And yet if they're not there, I am not whole. Like I missed you for a whole week.
I know. I was miserable. Miserable. I was like, I feel so disconnected from the world.
Yeah. So when you're looking at what this marketing, you want them to keep coming back. So, look at Monday through Sunday. We've given you some ideas. Do a Monday market update. Do a Friday weekend in real estate, right? Share open house opportunities. Those 3 middle days are fun relational. The weekend is sharing information. It's not different. Like we literally laid it out for you. All you have to do is schedule it in your calendar.
And then the other thing is stick with a consistent look, right? You'll notice that I always use the same fonts and things. I always use the same color schemes and things. We do that for you as well. And then just make sure you stay compliant to any state or local laws that govern what you can do in marketing, because we don't know every board. So that's on you. Disclaimer.
I love it. All right. So your tech action is what?
Join us on the growth call. Even if you're not, I've put the link. If you're not with KW, I've put the link. Join us, see what's different. We always record it. Sometimes, depending on what we talk about, if YouTube thinks it's bullying, they take it down. So we're working on that. But join our Facebook group and just try. Give it 6 months. Ask your friends and family for help. Do everything you can, and don't share back everything. Only the things that are really cool, and invite people back into your world. But have everything be on your business page. This is to build your business.
Right. And share it. I mean, I think you gave a great tip. Put it on your business page. Every once in a while, share it on your personal page, and then go down to people that like it. What do you recommend they do?
Hover over your likes. If you click on your likes, you can see who liked, loved, laughed, aha, wow, whatever those reactions are. And if they're not a part of your page, invite them. Click invite. And make sure you're also responding to your fans from your business page with the @ symbol to their name, at least 5 words. But that's how you build community, is answering people. Because I know when I'm looking to work with someone, not only am I looking, are they fun? Like, do they match someone I'd want to do business with my personality? But are they responsive? If somebody has a question or a concern, do they answer them? Are they polite about it? Are they within culture? There's all these little things that people look for, and everybody looks for something a little different. But people just want to know that you're a real human behind the keyboard. And this is one of the ways to do that.
Absolutely. All right. We're back on. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.